What's going on, everybody? Avatar here, and in today's video I wanted to talk a little bit about the power level increase that we're getting in Revenant. I know a lot of people are kind of angry about it. That is kind of a meaningless grind for an extra 10 levels, which really doesn't amount to much. Especially with no protection in there when you go into activities and you're constantly getting the same piece of armor or weapon at the same new power cap, and you're always missing one. I know I've spent tons of time in the past just being frustrated because I'm missing one piece of armor and I cannot get myself to the top pinnacle cap. It's frustrating. And then, you see tons of videos talking about how boring it is and how pointless it is. And then we see other videos talking about how we've all gotten a little too casual. I completely understand both sides of the coin on that one. What I'm not seeing, though, is ideas other than like protection to make sure we don't continuously get the same pieces of gear, which is fine and dandy, and that would be extremely helpful in terms of actually getting up to the correct power level. And then you have Fire Team Finder, which is always going to help out because some people aren't going to want to grind the pinnacles because of monotonous, boring activities. I get that. So that's kind of what today's video is about. Is I wanted to talk about ideas on how this could get better, right? I love this game. I've been playing this game for a very, very long time, but it does get boring doing the same activities over and over with little to no rewards, and then going for pinnacles and not getting any type of reward that you are looking for. I know a ton of people have experienced the frustration in the past and probably just give up and don't even try to get to the new power cap, which is understandable. So what I'm thinking is, why not make activities more rewarding, right? And on top of that, if there was a way, like we have weapon levels, right? As we gain experience, you have to get certain weapon levels up to a certain level to enhance certain traits or put the mementos on. What if we took that a step further, where if you wear armor or weapons into an activity, it levels up your actual power, making it matter. So you go into a Nightfall or a GM or a raid, dungeon, whatever it may be, and the gear you take in actually levels up to a higher power level rather than just sit there and do nothing. So let's raise it to 10. We need to get to 2010 now. We take in our 2000 gear into an activity that can scale based on difficulty and you get more progress. And then all of that gear levels up at the same damn time. Rather than finishing the activity and hoping you get a pinnacle that gets you to where you need to be. Why not reward us for playing the activities we want to be playing? That way we can do it on our own time. We're not getting frustrated with the grind being monotonous and boring and getting the same gear over and over again and always missing that one. This way we can level up our armor right away. We can level up the guns we're using as we're using them, that actually we enjoy using. And then it scales on difficulty. So Master Raids give us the most progress. Master Dungeons give us the most progress. And so on and so forth. And then take that an even step further, Bungie. Right? Hey, Pup. You got my dog here. So take it a step further. Give us rewards that are also meaningful. If we can complete a Grandmaster or a dungeon or a raid without dying, instead of just giving us triumphs, give us exclusive shaders, cosmetics, emblems that we can wear because we love to show that stuff off. We beat it in a certain time frame. Give us an emblem. Going for the adept weapons are fantastic. Give us another reason to chase those. Give us an ornament that we can earn by only doing it by completing a certain achievement in that activity. Make us want to do these things more and more, and we'll be more rewarded if we can get certain items and exclusive stuff by completing certain activities in a certain time frame or without dying and doing it flawlessly or doing it solo. Emblems are cool, but Bungie, let's take it a step further and step it up a notch. If I knew going into an activity that it was going to rank up my gear and get me closer to the higher power level, I would probably do that a lot more frequently and more often, and I would want to help people get them through those activities so they also can get a higher power level, rather than jumping in on Tuesday at reset and doing my pinnacles and just hoping that this week I get the armor piece I'm looking for, or I'm getting the gun I'm looking for, because I play all of my classes. And yeah, account-wide power does help on that, but it still doesn't take away the fact that I have to get the power cap on each individual piece that I'm using. So if you were to some way say, hey, let's make this easier, let's make this more rewarding, and streamline it for people better, screw taking out the protection side of things, just let us rank up our gear in terms of power level while we're doing activities. I think that's a great idea. That's kind of what I've been brainstorming. That would be really beneficial, and I think it would be really rewarding for us as players. And then adding additional rewards on top of it to incentivize us to play the game more and do harder into activities, do those achievements. Like, titles are cool, but once I got my Godslayer title, I won't take that off. So I want emblems. I want shaders. Oh my god, I love shaders. I want something else to chase. That's not just the next weapon, but an emblem or a shader, or even an ornament for Nightfall or raid weapons, or however you want to do it, but give us something cool, right? Like back in the day, you had Redrick's Claymore that very few people have the ornament from, I think it was back in Season 3, because they were able to get it. Give me stuff like that to chase, like Warden's Lock, coolest hand cannon in the game for hunters. If that had a cool ornament for it, I would be in the Nightfall day in and day out until I got that one. Just because I want it. I want something to chase like that. And power levels aren't it, but if you take all of this and combine it together and make it so what we do actually matters and we have actual progress that we can visually see happen time and time again, hell, I'd probably play this game a lot more than I already do, and I play it pretty damn frequently. I'd love to know what you all think below in comments. Like, do you agree with this idea? Do you think it's cool? Do you think it's stupid? Feel free to let me know and drop other ideas that you might have thought about, because at the end of the day, like, Bungie should listen to their community, and I think their community could have some really cool ideas, and I think we want reasons to play this game, and I want to know what your reasons are too. These are some of mine in terms of, like, I think that this would be helpful in terms of making me play the game more and making it more rewarding, but also make it so the power level grind isn't that boring. So let me know down below what you all think. I'll catch you all in the next one.